I've been speaking with deaf parents and deaf counselors at the deaf school, and they've all reported catching mainly the girls up at night, connecting to the computer or on their phones, on their devices, and they've asked them, hey, what's going on? What's up with this? Why are you insisting on connecting to the internet at night? And these girls have reported feeling pressure and stress from their friends to show up and be involved. They're worried that they won't be their friends anymore. And it's important to understand that it is healthy for normal development that they have these connections to their friends and they participate in social activities. But when people become stressed and there's pressure, it's no fun for anyone. Some of these girls are participating in cyberbullying without their parents knowing. The research found that girls that participate in cyberbullying are using things like IM and email and different websites to facilitate their abuses. They're also twice as more likely than boys to participate in cyberbullying. Boys are a little bit different, so they do participate in cyberbullying, but a little bit less, and not through IM and email as much, but through games. So what happens is they assume a character in the game, and then they feel free, nobody knows them, that they can participate in cyberbullying. They're also more likely to steal passwords, so those are some of the differences between the two. The parents and the schools and the caretakers, we cannot turn a blind eye to this. We have to find out what our kids really need and take care of them. Many adults report, they grew up without this kind of internet and they're not really sure how to get involved, how to teach it. We really need to connect the schools with the parents. Everybody needs to get involved. We can't leave our kids alone. Just like the schools teach sex ed or about alcohol and driving, but the parents get involved in that. And the internet is no different. They need to get involved. In the schools, they teach about how to use the computer and skills, but that's not enough. The parents really need to get involved. And we also need to teach about internet use, how to be safe and respectful. It's very important. And there's also things that parents can do, really. They can offer their kids counseling or advice. They can take the computer out of the children's bedrooms and put them somewhere in the house where they can actually see what's going on. An office, the living room. Every time you go into their room at night, if you can see them opening their eyes, and maybe they're just chatting with their friends, maybe it's okay, but sometimes it's an indication that something deeper is going on, and you need to ask why. Another thing parents can do is limit every day how much time their kids are on the computer. 1 hour is enough. If they're doing schoolwork and research for school, that's different. But games and chatting with friends, 1 hour is plenty. In some situations, if you're concerned that your child is already involved in some kind of internet problem, you can install software. But to put it in secretly to try to catch your kid, that's not what I advise. Unless you really feel there's a dangerous situation with an adult that's trying to coerce your child out and you want to catch it to warn you before it happens. But with cyberbullying and stuff, you can just let your child know, I'm putting the software on here. I've noticed that you've been participating and I want you to stop. And now I'll be able to see some of your conversations in your email. And sometimes that's enough for them to change their behavior.